Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the DIY kit by CuteBee. This is the Japanese Ryokan, which is a hot spring hotel, kind of traditional style hotel in Japan. Here are the main board pieces. I've finally started cutting and gluing those down. So there's a lot of cutting involved here in this next step. And some kind of very careful cutting you had to do for some tiny little holes that would be the holes for the wires for the lights. So this is the finished product as you can see here in the manual. There are some lights that are throughout the piece. From the back view here you'll see some of those wires that go through those main back boards. So they had some holes there that you had to carefully cut out. But I can show you this page in the manual of the boards that I will show you today. Some of the main boards is what I will focused on for this video. This is the base piece, the back wall piece, which is double-sided, so the outside and inside has paper that is glued onto it. There's another one of those boards on the next page. That's back front. And a couple of the floor pieces that are also double-sided so that the floor below and the floor above each have decorative paper. And then this one is on the first floor. It doesn't have a double side because you don't get to see the bottom of that one. So these are some of the main boards that will kind of make up the piece. Let me show you this base first. Here we had lots of little holes I had to cut in the paper. I went ahead and did this before I glued them down so that they could help me to line up perfectly where they would go on the piece. And yeah, I think it wasn't too difficult. You can see you had to cut this piece out as well, not just the little holes, but the big hole here. And there will be a fish pond part that goes with that. This didn't need to be cut because this is where something will be glued down, so it doesn't need to show through like the fish pond does. I tried to be minimal with my glue, dabbing the edges and smoothing it out and then putting the paper down, but still there was a little bit of warping on the paper, so I had to flip it over and set heavy things on it for a day or so to get the paper to kind of smooth out a little better. I did that with all of the pieces I'll show you today. Let me show you some of the wall pieces next. So these, because they were laying with heavy things on them to flatten them out, I have not glued down these yet. So this is a kind of 3D looking decoration window, so I've not glued that on, as you can see. But this is one of the side or back walls. You can see holes here. This is a panel where the battery pack door will be. And here is the other side of that with the same holes. Here is another wall with the same kind of decorative window or poster. So this too has not been glued down. But you can see this is for the inside floors, kind of decorative walls there. And then the back side here. Now, these ones had little circles on them, but you don't need to cut these holes. I went ahead and looked through the manual to make sure that I didn't need to cut them. You can notice these ones are the same pattern or color as the other material. The ones that were cut out here and here were white. So you can see that they obviously didn't belong. Whereas this one was a different color. So I looked it up in the manual, and this is just the spot where you glue the light. So this is actually going to be, I think, the third floor and the second floor ceiling. So the light is glued here. So you don't need to cut that. There's no hole in the board at all. And this is the same dealio with two circle shapes for lights. I think the cord will go here. This, I believe, is the second floor and the first floor ceiling. And you can see that one's a double-sided. And this was the first floor and this one is not double-sided. Alrighty. Well, that's all I have for you today, which are the main boards that I glued down. Next video, I'm hoping to do lots of other little pieces that I had to cut out. I've already started doing those. And I think they include a couple roof pieces as well. But I will hopefully get to you soon to show you that. As always, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you can. I really appreciate all of my viewers. So I know there's not so many of you, but I do appreciate when you leave a comment or like it. So please do. And as always, thank you for watching and have a nice day.